In this issue of Tommy Reed's X-Men, Cyclops and Marvel Girl have themselves an adventure. Let's check it out. Tommy Reed's X-Men, Tommy Reed's X-Men, it's cool. What's going on? It's your boy back at you again with another Tommy Reed's X-Men. Today, we are looking at X-Men number 48, written in September 1968 by Arnold Drake with art by Warner Roth. This one says the X-Men featuring ... ellipsis, Marvel Girl and Cyclops, and it is officially titled Beware Computo. A little bit of a fun fact about Arnold Drake. He was a prolific writer for Marvel, other comics. He wrote screenplays and everything, but he was also one of the co-founders of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's a pretty cool fact you can stick in your cap. Kick off the issue with a little bit of modeling. Jean's actually become a model, and that's her cover in New York. Now, she is nice enough to recap what's been going on with the X-Men. If you haven't seen any, please look at the other issues of Tommy Reed's X-Men. I'll put a few down there in the link below. But what basically happens is the X-Men broke up because some random CIA agent or FBI agent told them, yeah, you guys can't stay here at Papa Chuck's, even though he left it to you in his will. This mansion, we need to take it or whatever. And they were like, oh, okay. So they split up. Jean explains that Hank and Bobby went to California, which was weird because in the last issue, they were in New York. But anyway, I digress. Jean and Scott got New York, and Angel got a roving agent, which I guess means he covers the rest of the United States. I mean, that's a big order for Angel. I guess because he could fly places, he could get there a lot faster, and, he don't have to, fly Pan Am or commercial or whatever. But Jean is modeling, and the creepy photographer refers to her as, wait for it, because I had to take a shower afterwards. It was like gross, man. He was like, ooh, what a tasty little bag of cookies we have here. Nah, get out of there. Run, girl, run. Cut to Computo. Now, he's this giant dome-looking thing that kind of looked like, if you know your Ninja Turtles, he kind of looked like the Terradrome. I think that's, or Technodrome. I forget which one it's called. Anyway, so he looked like that, or he looked like Metroid from the box cover of Metroid, the old NES. I can wait, but preferably you go look it up after you enjoyed several Tommy Reed's X-Men's. I guess it's as good a time as any now to say, if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe down here. Hit that bell notification in the corner. I don't know exactly where it's at. And do your boy a favor. Help spread the word about the TommyLovesStuff channel, YouTube's best kept secret. Let's get back to the review. Back at the modeling agency, this dude keeps on hitting on Jean until Scott shows up, her jealous boyfriend. We'll get to that in a second. But he straight up punches this dude, and they leave, and people are like, whoa, what's going on? And Jean mentions that modeling is actually her cover to stay in New York for her parents. Now, before that, she was in college. Why didn't they just keep her as a student? I don't know why they need to add her as a model, but whatever. Scott's cover is he's a radio DJ journalist for a radio station. Now, Mr. Personality there is suddenly a radio DJ. How would that go? Ow! Wow, 107, you're here with Scotty Too Hottie. Coming up, we got your favorite fab for the Beatles with Hey Jude. Wow, 107, Scotty Too Hottie. Okay, that's how that would have gone, straight up. And Scott's also second part of his cover is he's Jean's jealous boyfriend. Now, I use that in finger quotes because it seemed like they weren't a couple. You know what I mean? Like, he still likes her, she still like him, but they haven't pulled the trigger and told each other and all that. Let's get to it. If it's a Scott and Jean issue and we don't talk romance, we don't, spoiler, what are we even doing? Just so happens that the robots that Computo was building, like he was building a whole army of robots and he only got done with like 3 before he sent them out. And he was like, just so happened I'm gonna bust up Scott's radio station to try to steal the expensive equipment that he uses to play the smooth jams while 107 with Scotty Too Hottie. So Jean and Scott start tussling with these robots, and they take them out pretty easily, to be honest with you. It was just like 1 or 2 panels. These robots were easy to blow up. One does get away, and Jean psychically tracks him, and they follow him to this construction site that's been closed down. And Scott's like, the investigative journalist that he is now. Oh, this is a weird place to be tracing this robot back to. And then they find an underground layer, because there's always an underground layer or an above ground layer. I guess there's always a layer. So the layer they find is, surprise, surprise, Computo's. And Computo is not who he seems. Once they get down to the layer, they quickly discover Computo was some ruse for a villain called Quasimodo. Want to guess how he looked? Somehow they felt the need to say that Quasimodo stood for Quasi-Motivational Destruction Organism. How that went to Quasimodo, I don't know. He's an android who for some reason looks like the Quasimodo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Pour the wine and cut the cheese. So Quasimodo, yeah, he does have like a hump on his back and stuff, says he wants to take over something. And for those who are going back and reference, like, I've never even heard of Quasimodo in the Marvel thing. I didn't either. And doing my research, which I actually did this time, he was a Fantastic Four villain from back in the day. And, you know, I guess he was just obscure enough that they could be like, oh, let's just throw him in here and see what happens. Not much. Not much. Because what ends up happening is he tells the robots he has left, attack. Jean and Scott, like, Scott gets knocked down. But after that, they just wreck shop on these robots and just destroy them. Quasimodo jumps into a river to escape, and then Jean flies Scott and herself out of there to safety. And that's the end of the issue, the main story. Are you kidding me? Like, he barely interacted with these people. My gosh, it was... Let's get to the backup story. The backup story is about Beast. Now, I don't even think it had a title because I didn't see one. But it's basically Beast, like Iceman in the issue previous, talking to us, which I thought was cool. And then that was the end of the cool parts of the backup story, because all he does, he talks in his, you know, pretentious Hank McCoy jerk way, is how he has big hands, big feet, he's flexible, he can write with his feet, and he's hella smart. End of backup story. Now, Hank is not my favorite. If you go back and watch the older issues, he's not patient. He always runs in first, gets knocked out first, and they always, you know, lose a member right in the first 10 seconds of the battle. And, you know, he's constantly talking down to people like he's better than them. And he's just a straight up jerk. I'm not a Hank McCoy fan. So this backup issue was trash. All right, let me hit you with some final thoughts. This issue was a 1.5 out of 10. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because, first of all, it's a Scott and Jean-centric issue, and we don't talk about any romance. Nothing. Like, not even like, you know, oh, they went on a date and they, you know, see if they like each other. Nothing. Nothing. Are you kidding me? Like, they're stuck in New York together, and he's playing a jealous boyfriend, but he ain't an actual boyfriend? What's up with that? Second, you had a lame villain with Quasimodo. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, hopefully you care enough to watch this to this point in the video. I mean, he was a lame villain. I don't like Beast, so the backup story was the definition of filler to me. Whew. It was just a bad issue, yo. Next one, hopefully it'll be better. If you like what you see or are mildly entertained, please like and subscribe down here. Hit that bell notification in the corner. I don't know exactly where it's at. And like I said before, do your boy a favor and help spread the word about the Tommy Love Stuff channel. It is YouTube's best kept secret. I ain't lying about that. And yeah, we got a lot of great stuff on the channel. If you like comic book reviews, check out the older Tommy Reads Xmen issues. If you like food reviews, we have our ChubCon series that goes on here. Check the playlist, see what we got going. If this is your first time watching, I appreciate you letting me entertain you. And if it's your 50th time watching, or 60th, maybe even 70th time, who knows? I appreciate your support and continue to do so. Like I said, a lot of great stuff coming up, a lot of great stuff already on the channel. Check us out later. Wild 107 Scotty 2 Hottie.